What we're going to be doing today is taking off the old rubber membrane that we see on the roof here, which is deteriorated, tearing, ripping in some places, removing the deteriorated foam that's underneath, installing new foam board with plywood on top of it to add some structural rigidity to the roof, and then applying a hybrid roof, which is going to include a polyurethane high-density foam layer, which is going to then be coated with a polyurethane hybrid roof coating, which is also reflective. What we've got here is a separation of the membrane to the parapet wall. This type of situation here is primarily caused by the roof material not being installed properly. Rubber membrane is a good quality roofing product, it really is. But because of the failure here, happening years after the product was installed, getting the original roofing company to come back and do a warranty repair is challenging. The other thing is, repairing this roof with rubber isn't really the best product. It doesn't offer a lot of the big advantages that the spray applied roofing does. This is the best part. This is not rot, this is mice chewing on the insulation. The polyurethane foam insulation is real good at minimizing intrusion, be it water or rodent or other varmints, bugs. Not completely bug proof, but generally seals up most of the gaps so tight that you have very few problems with different animals and or bugs.
It overlaps by like that much to that wood. Oh no, yeah.
What we've got here is a uniform crack you're going to see between all of the sheets of approximately an inch or so that allows us to actually spray expanding foam in between all of the sheets to make sure we get a nice tight seal. And it also allows for a little bit of expansion and contraction with the different type of materials that are going to be on the roof deck for heat and cold and other temperature fluctuations. We can start pulling everything this way a little bit more. I want to be able to get my fingers between all of the boards. Let's get the screw gun up here, huh? We've got all the plywood and the foam board screwed down to the roof. So next what we're going to do is we're going to get all of the remaining stuff off of the roof, blow off all the dirt and debris, and spray some foam insulation in all of the cracks and gaps between the foam boards themselves and where the foam boards meet the parapet walls. Just prime this part here, and on top we'll just coat the whole works. We're applying a primer to help make sure we get a good bond of the spray-on roofing foam and the roofing polymer to the metal edges.
Ow.
What we're doing now is we're spraying foam insulation in between all the cracks to take up the gaps, and it also acts as an adhesive to bond the sheets to each other so you have a more uniform monolithic type roof. After we've trimmed everything down flush with the roof deck surface, then what will happen is we'll spray a complete coating of this type of foam over the entire roof to add a little bit of additional insulation for contouring purposes and to make a real good bond of the roofing polymer to the underlying plywood. This roof is going to add about an R25 to R30 in terms of insulation value to the building, and it's also going to be a reflective coating, so the cooling costs will be substantially lower.